Here at Midway just happened the greatest naval victory of the world to date. 4 Japanese carriers sunk and 28 Japanese battleships, cruisers, or destroyers were destroyed or sunk.
The Battle of Midway is over and our front yard is saved, but many other works need to be done. We're going to send out planes days after days to search for survivors and send them home or to the hospitals.
The Battle of Midway was one of the most famous battles in the history of World War II. It was a naval attack initiated by the Japanese Air Force in an attempt to sink the American aircraft carriers that had escaped destruction at Pearl Harbor 6 months ago. Despite the Japanese assumption that the American fleets would experience heavy losses when counterattack their supposedly surprising invasion, an American intelligence breakthrough, the solving of the Japanese fleet codes, enabled Pacific Fleet Commander Admiral Chester W. Nimitz to decipher the exact Japanese plans. As a result, even though the Japanese Air Force significantly outnumbered the American Air Force, the latter successfully defeated the invaders and inflicted heavily on Japanese carriers and aircraft. Prior to the Battle of Midway, the Allies were bitterly beaten by the Central Powers, and the Imperial Navy of Japan has swept aside all of its enemies from the Pacific and Indian Ocean. The Allies' victory at the Midway, therefore, signified that the operational initiative was passed from the Japanese to the Americans. The Imperial Japanese Navy across the Pacific was halted at Midway and never restarted, and the battle had significantly increased the morale on the Allies' side by eliminating the potential for the Japanese and German to link up in the Middle East to cut Ally supply lines. Battle of Midway is a World War II naval battle occurred on June 3rd to 6th in 1942. The battle was fought almost entirely with aircraft in which the United States destroyed Japan's first-time carrier strength and most of its best-trained pilots. I am here to interview the soldier who survived the Battle of Midway. Could you please tell me more about the battle?
Yeah, I remember everything. I was a part of the Navy, and during the attack, Japanese soldiers were chasing us all the way, trying to kill us. Me and my peers know how they operate. They want to keep their home carrier inside all the time. They would just left that point, so that's why they turned back.